Just an update on the DBPower EX5000 action camera that I bought. If you remember from my last video, the one I ordered actually had a few faults. The SD cards were very fussy and had a beeping every second or so, and with the Wi-Fi on it sounded like there was a helicopter nearby. That is actually this one. Now the replacement has arrived. I am in the process of returning this one, but there was a few differences. Even though they are the same, there are a few differences I noticed between them, and I just want to point them out before I do actually end up returning this one. So starting from the packaging on the old one that isn't so good is a box that simply pushes out, whereas the new one, it's a box with everything inside it. So not the biggest issue, but another one, a window in the old one and no window in the second one. The mounts themselves are exactly the same. You get the same amount in this one as you do in, if I can open this, just move this over a bit. Should probably keep these separate before I mix everything up. Okay, that's all empty. So in the old one you get a cloth, new one you get a cloth, you get straps in both of them, great. Get your extra sticky pads with metal wires to hold it in place in both. You get spare batteries in both. You get bike clips in both. I mean, they are the same, so you would expect to get the same things. USB cables. Tripod mounts. This one actually did have the problem. I didn't cover it in my last video, but the camera itself didn't actually fit well in this one. This one I've checked, it is fine. I will go through that again in a bit. Get the large clips with belt clips. You get a swivel mount for your tripod. You get 3 of these different screw mounts each. You get helmet mounts in both. You get these funky French curve-like clips. And actually in the new one I've got some zip ties which I can't seem to find in the old one. I lie, here they are. And you get a manual. So while I'm here, I'll talk about the manual. You can see one's landscape, one's portrait. The thing that I wasn't too impressed with the manual in the first one I got was it is very basic. You get your warning page, you get a brief 2-page label of the camera, and you get some instructions, inserting your card, installing, charging, switching camera on and off, how to record, and Wi-Fi connections, and that is it. Then you get a few technical specifications about the camera, a warning, and that is it. And it goes on to different languages. Now you might think that's fine, but I had no idea what any of these mounts were for. It's fine if you look them up, you can look them up, but you shouldn't have to. You'd think a manual would cover that. So in the new one, much better. I should mention, in this new one, I specifically asked the seller, in this case Amazon, to check the camera before they sent it to me. And they were very great. The customer service was very good. Props to you. So in the new one, it's a much better manual. English is actually way at the back. You can tell it's a much thicker manual as well. Just holding it feels a lot more better. Seems like there's more in depth. So it goes, okay, from here you got your warning, your introduction, product features, where you can use it as a web camera, supports, etc. You got your label, diagram, 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 as you do in the other one, and then you have your mounts. Hooray! Mounts again. So it actually tells you briefly what they're all for, where you can use them, how you can wear them, etc. And then you have your instructions again. So this manual was a lot better. Optional accessories, HDMI outlet, car bracket, waist bandage, and car charger. So quite impressed with the new one. Something to look out for. Now the cameras themselves, if I quickly show you, they come with this little foam thing on top. So there's the first one. This one had the faults. So this one is the replacement. Now, simply by weighing it by hand, the new one does actually feel somewhat heavier. I don't know why, but hey, I don't know. Now, if you look at the waterproof housing from the top, you can tell they're different, slightly, somehow. It just feels a lot more sturdier. Can't actually explain why. I mean, they look exactly the same. But yeah, this one does feel a lot more robust. So you open it the same way, you pull this little clip, pull the front forward, and lift that off. And this swings back. And there is your waterproof housing, and your camera pops right out. Same with this one, pull that switch back, lift the front. This one actually has a spring. So if you can notice, this just popped right open. That's because there is a spring right there. This one has no spring. Oh, I lied. There is one back there. But it does nothing at all. Sorry about the focusing. So the waterproof housing is the first thing. The camera rolls out right there. Looking at it, still got the stickers on them, but they do look exactly the same. No big deal. So I'm going to put in a card in this one now and show you the difference in the user interface. The micro SD card slips right in there. Turning them on, it's supposed to be able to press them. The instructions actually do say I need to press the on button for a couple of seconds. 3 to 5 seconds to turn it on and off. You can also switch it on through the LCD screen display. I'm not sure how that works. So, the one that had the faults, 3 to 5 seconds, I'm going to press it for 1, and it's turned on. Not very good. This one, let's check it out. 1 press, and it's turned on. Not good at all. If it's in your bag and you accidentally press that button, and this just stays on in your bag, your battery's gonna die. Next thing you notice is the user interface itself. I have looked online for firmware upgrades and there's nothing to be found on it, so I don't actually know what software goes in here. But looking at the two, you can tell there is a difference between the user interfaces. This right now is on video mode. You can tell on this one, there's a little video icon up there. Audio is on. There's how much storage I have. 1080p, there's the date, there's the time, SD card, and my battery life. Looking at this one, that's the time right now. 1080p, 30 frames per second, 3 minutes loop. Battery, audio is on, time, date, and time. I think that's actually 5 hours. How much? Oops. And the screensaver's gone off. That's actually how much time I have of recording. There's a 32 gigabyte card in here. There's a 4 gigabyte card in there, so no big difference. You press mode at the back to change the mode. It goes to camera mode. You can see on this one, you have the camera icon. 14 megapixels. This one, nice and big right at the top, if you can see that. 14 megapixels with a camera icon. It says I have 1000 pictures left on this, 8400 on this one. Battery icons. I mean, you can tell a slight user interface change between them. Then you have your gallery view. It can actually show you, and you can tell this one actually tells you the file name. This one's got a menu of how to play and everything, and if you press down and everything, it just browses through. You can press OK to view your videos. If I press mode again, you get to the user interface, which you can see is also much different between them. I'll hold it like that so you can see. I mean, it seems like they are the same. Sharpness, white balance, color, ISO, exposure, shaking. Quick review, date stamp. I mean, you get 6 menu items per page on this one and 6 pages, and you get 4 menu items per page, and you have 10 pages here. Do the quick math, you get about 40 menu items here, 36 on this one. So, but I mean, it's not the biggest issue. Beep sound, language. It might just be a firmware upgrade, I don't know. But I mean, everything else is the same. I mean, quality is the same, etc. So if you do buy this, the reason I'm making this video is if this one did actually put you off, then give it a second chance. Make sure you've got this one. The only reason I bought them is because I saw very good reviews on them. Now, sometimes depending on my hurry and depending on the situation, I don't want to give something a second chance. Even if especially if I took a gamble the first time. Obviously I didn't know about this one. It's not a GoPro. It's a DBPower EX5000. Never heard of it before. Heard good things about it, but £50 at the time, it was a gamble, just over £50. It was a gamble, and it had some problems with the video, as you know. But still needed a camera, wasn't bothered to do the research again, so decided to give it a benefit of the doubt and order another one. And this one I am actually happy with. The audio quality is much clearer, you don't get the beeping. It does work with the SanDisk Ultra 32GB class 10 cards. I haven't tried it with the Samsung yet, but I'm sure it's fine. The Wi-Fi is fine. It's not crystal clear with the noise, but that's with every other camera. So that's my update. Thanks. I almost forgot the tripod mounts. So, the new one actually did come in a little bag, a carrier bag. This one came in a Ziploc bag. Okay. Now, the problem I had with the old one is it didn't clip on properly. See that gap? It's not clipping on. I could force it in. You can hear a little click, but if you look back here, I'm not sure if you can see that, there is a gap there, so it's no longer flush. I can push that back, and again, the clip pops out. Now, if I'm using this as a dash cam, maybe if I'm strapping it to my chest, then no, this is going to fall out. I am not comfortable with this at all. The new one, much better. I did ask them to confirm it did fit. Yeah, it's already looking good. So if I squeeze that in, you can see it does actually clip on now. There seems to be some padding at the top, maybe to hold it down, but most importantly, the clip does actually cover the front of the camera and hold it in, and it is flush, snug right at the back. That's not coming out without breaking it at least. So lifting that up, comes out nice and easy. Only difference is this little notch here. Not sure what that's for. and this little notch up here on this one for the light. Little light up there on the camera. You squeeze this one in, the light fits nicely in there. And this one, if I can get it in again, it covers the light. But that's no big deal. I don't really care. I guess you could always drill that yourself if you're into it.